What is going on, Skull family? I'm Kyle,
And I'm Darin.
and this is the Purple Dopes with Hopes podcast. Darin, I don't want to talk about it. I don't. I
Move on.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
So
man.
so before we jump in, let's just hit the intro here. If you are turning in to the Purple Dopes with Hopes podcast, we are so thankful that you are still following along with us after what these Minnesota Vikings continue to do with us week after week after week. So, over 100 subscribers on YouTube.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Let's go, baby.
Continue to hit that subscribe button if you are tuning into our show. And of course, we want to hear where you are listening from or watching from. So please drop that in the comments of this video. And then if you're following along on our podcast platforms, thanks so much. Please make sure you follow the show and then rate and review us. We always love seeing the different ratings and reviews. And still a 5.0. What you going to do?
All right. Love it, man.
Let's just
Well,
keep it rolling.
let's keep going.
All right. Well, let's roll into it here. The Minnesota Vikings, our Minnesota Vikings, lost on a walk-off field goal, 19-17 to the Bears. Darin, you were there. Tell me what the atmosphere was like during that game.
Um, I'll be honest. I mean, like I mentioned last week, there's a lot of Ravens fans. It felt like there was quite a bit of Bears fans. So
Hmm.
I'm feeling a little discouraged in the sense that it feels like fans aren't doing any kind of due diligence and just
Yeah,
on their tickets to the highest bidder. Now it's
hmm.
your tickets, it's your money. You should do what you want to do, but I like to try to give my, as much of an advantage as possible when I sell mine. So I try to make sure I'm selling to Vikings fans. So I'd say that part was a little bit disappointing because there's a lot of Bears chants, rightly so. I mean, they
Yeah.
kind of dominated the game for the most part.
Did
So
I hear
there
did
was
I hear a few
many Bears
boos?
chants that I heard.
Did I hear some boos from the
Another
broadcast crew?
thing, for any listener out here, I hope we don't got booers in this podcast. I feel like there's nothing worse than booing your own guys.
Oh,
Like,
not in your
don't
home
get
field,
fired up by that. Like, you can be upset with how they're playing, absolutely.
for sure.
But booing is, I don't know. I don't like booing our own guys.
Yeah, no
I like
doubt. I
booing
was
them.
I wasn't sure. It sure sounded like it on the
There's
broadcast, and
a
I was
couple of third down, after a couple of third down misses,
yeah,
we got
definitely.
some boos. Yeah. There's one, I think McCarthy overthrew Jefferson, got some boos.
Yeah.
I think Jefferson had a drop and that got
Oh,
some.
okay. Yeah.
Um,
That's always
so
disappointing when you're in a home field, and there we go. But
yeah,
uh, our Minnesota Vikings fall to 4-6, 1-3 at home this season. That is a
yeah.
killer right there at the U.S. Bank. But let's start. Let's start on a happy foot here, and let's start with the last offensive drive of the game. Walk me through a little bit what you saw from the last drive there as the Vikings got that 15-yard touchdown to Addison to put us ahead by one. What'd you notice in that drive aside from the rest of the game?
Yeah, I mean, and again, I wasn't paying attention to the kind of D the Bears were playing. So they might have
Hmm.
been in some level of a prevent D, which we all know that prevents you from winning.
Yeah, I definitely don't. It definitely didn't seem like on
Okay.
live that they were in that sort of defense. It seems like they were still bringing the pressure to McCarthy. Even got he got hit really big on, I think, on the throw to Hawkinson.
We did.
He stayed
Okay.
in there and took a good shot, but made the throw.
I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head though. He made the throws. Like that
Yeah.
was the difference. Is JJ made the throws. They were there today. The throws were like, or the KOC called a great game.
I
So
agree
I don't want to hear anyone complain about KOC because I thought he
for
called
sure.
a great game. Guys were open left and right.
Hmm.
We were missing them or dropping them, but
Yeah.
KOC put the guys in the right spots. Um, and yeah, on that last drive, it was just great to see him. He looked comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know if he really just dialed in that nine mentality,
Let's not go there.
but he looked comfortable and man, he was firing darts. And so again, every week it feels like we keep saying there's these moments, and there are.
Hmm.
And that being said, I thought there were more moments this week than there were last week,
Yeah.
but that's coupled with more negative moments as well.
Yeah.
So just bigger misses, the turnovers again, you just can't have them.
I don't know if JJ is just in his head throughout the game. I mean, I don't love this 9 JJ split personality thing going on right
Right.
now. But I would agree in that last drive, it really seemed like he was just comfortable playing quarterback. The
Yep.
entire rest of the game, it did not seem like he was comfortable. And so I don't know if I saw somebody on Twitter, I can't remember the name, but they were like, can we just tell JJ it's the fourth quarter every quarter? Which, why not? But
Yeah.
I just feel like, when he is in his rhythm, and I think the announcers did a really good job kind of reminded, it was Tom Brady, shout out Tom Brady. Of
Yep.
course, he was the one bringing it up, but when you can allow your quarterback to get in a rhythm, it really does impact the way that they are thinking about the next throw and the next throw.
Yep.
That ball to Naylor was a great ball, and
Yeah.
then the throw to Addison, which flashback to the pick that he threw.
Yep.
I mean, it just seemed like he was a lot more comfortable, which leads us into the uncomfortable conversation now. How he was the rest of the game, 0 touchdowns through 3 3/4. Um,
Most of the game. Yep.
2 interceptions. He goes for 150 yards, 16 to 32. Like, let's go to that side now of what we're seeing with JJ the first 3.5 quarters of the game.
I mean, we'll start with the turnovers just because they're killer. I mean, if
Yeah.
you look at the two, one of them, it gives them a short field where they go in for a touchdown. Otherwise,
Mhm.
our defense doesn't give up a touchdown today.
Yeah.
The second one, it really takes points off the board because I think he threw it. We're at around the 30-yard line, give or take.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're driving in at the end of half trying to get points.
Yeah.
And
I thought we were a little closer to the red zone, but maybe you're right. We were like at the 30-yard line there.
I could be wrong, but I just, yeah, we're in the vicinity. And
Yeah.
so even if it's not a touchdown, you're expecting to get 3 points.
Yeah.
And just, yeah, like they're just really inopportune turnovers that, I mean, really cost us dearly today. I mean, you know, 2-0 in the turnover battle, or I
Yeah.
guess over two or whatever. But then not only that, but they get seven off one and you take a minimum of three off
Three
the
off the
board.
board. Yeah. What were your thoughts on that throw to Addison there for the interception? I mean, did he just not get enough on it? Was it a bad decision in that
Looked like it
throw?
was late. I mean, he was open. So
Yeah.
I think the read was the right read.
Gotcha.
POC likes to talk about splash plays a lot. And I mean, they're going for a splash play, and he was open.
Hmm.
The ball was underthrown, which to me looks like he threw it late.
Yeah.
Um, Again, in single covers like that, you like to see the receiver maybe make a better play on the
Make a
ball,
play
be
back to the
touched
ball a little bit.
down. So, and I'm not going to necessarily blame Addison, but we'll call it 80-20 because he was kind of, off balance too. So it'd be nice to see him recognize the ball, as it's thrown, that it's underthrown,
Yeah.
come back, make a play. That's where you draw pass interference calls, things like that.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't happen. The guy made a nice play in the ball, caught it, and
Yeah.
took, like I said, took points off the board.
Yeah, the one there for Addison, I feel like, was the right pass. The one that he threw there to Jefferson, I don't know what he saw, but I mean, what's the guy's name? Byard?
The guy who picked it,
Yeah,
Owen,
BYRD, huh?
wasn't it Owens who picked that one off?
Was that Owens that picked that ball off?
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I think it was Kevin Byard, wasn't it?
Was it? Okay, I'm
I
not
think
sure.
it's his fifth
Okay.
interception of the season. I think he's leading the tied for the fifth first most.
Okay.
But that was the one across. Jefferson's making that cut across the middle, and the guy just read it. Do you feel like, you know, JJ's trying to force that throw, or did he just miss that guy completely in the zone?
Well, so I couldn't tell because they didn't show the replay in the stadium.
Gotcha.
He had hit because from my vantage point, the ball didn't look like it was coming out very well. So it looked like he might have gotten hit
Okay,
as it
fair
was
enough.
thrown.
Yeah,
Um, I think from my like I had a really from my seats had a really good viewpoint on that throw.
yeah.
I mean, it was a tight window, but he had a window if he
Hmm.
could hit it. And so that's where again, like, is that really the right throw though? If the window's that tight
For
and
sure.
it's a turnover, yeah. I mean, I understand like that question, right? So,
Yeah,
uh,
I just think he's still young. Like
yep,
fourth is his fourth start, fifth start,
okay. Fifth
fifth
start
start.
now. Yeah.
To me, it's just like he's still so young. Uh,
Yep.
we have to accept that he's going to make those misses. And
Yep.
that guy that picked the ball made a great play on the ball. Like
Yeah.
you said, it's a tight window, and I think the young guys are really going to try to force those tight windows more than the veteran guys
Especially
would.
the guys like Jefferson, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah,
man, that one to me was tougher than I feel like that was. I don't want to say acceptable because I never think a turnover is acceptable, but the ball on Addison was the one that I really struggled with in closing in on the red zone, giving up 3 points on an
yeah,
interception that, yeah, you had him, but was it the right throw at the right time? I don't know.
yeah. And that's where, again, I mean, my issue, again, the read, maybe it wasn't right. I'll probably watch a little bit of the game
Yeah,
and kind of see what I see, but um, it just hurts when they pick it off in plus
yeah,
side territory for
for
them. I
sure.
think they got the ball like the 30, 25-yard line. Defense is already gassed. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah.
So us giving up that touchdown was not surprising, just
Oh,
with
for
how
sure.
tired the defense looked. So
Yeah, I think, and this kind of leads in as we're talking about our receivers, and you've mentioned this a lot throughout this podcast journey that we got to have these guys picking up our quarterback when he puts the ball in the right spot.
yep.
I think we had 3 drops on third down. Addison dropped one, Jefferson dropped one, and then Hawkinson dropped one, and then Addison had that little out route that wasn't on third down, but it still probably would have been a first down for us and not put
Yeah.
us in that fourth and short situation. Um,
And
man,
he's dangerous with the ball, man, on that out route. Like he catches it, makes a guy miss. Like, I don't
yeah,
know. Like you just those are the plays you just don't know.
yeah. But our guys just, it seems I get it. JJ is not his accuracy is just not there yet. I mean,
Yeah.
he's missing guys, he's sailing guys, but when he puts the ball in the spot, we got to make those catches. Those guys have to bring those balls in, especially when we're talking
Absolutely.
third down situations where we make the catch, the chains keep moving, the ball's still ours, or we give it up, and we gave it up way too many times.
Well, and it's just the cascading effect of that, right? Like one is just people aren't building the confidence they need. They're getting
Mm,
picked. Two, the defense has to go right back on the field.
yeah,
The defense is just gas. They're keeping you in the game.
yeah,
It's just like, oh my gosh, at what point will the offense start to do their job? And again, they last fourth quarter they stepped it up, but
yeah.
just seeing that early in the game.
Well, yeah, and we can't keep playing this, fourth quarter magic game that we're trying to think that is going to
Right.
work every single game because it just doesn't. I mean, did we get ahead in the fourth quarter of this game? Yeah. Should it have been that close? No way. But then we gave the Bears an opportunity to go down and win the game, which they did.
And again, the reality for us with those turnovers and drop balls, you get rid of, and obviously easier said than done, but zero turnovers and those guys don't drop those balls. The
Mm,
Vikings won by 14 to 20.
absolutely. Yep.
Like the defense was playing amazing.
Yeah.
Like granted, Caleb Williams is like as slippery as can be, but
I can't.
the
I
defense
can't.
kept me in it, and the offense needs to start doing their job
Yeah.
throughout the game, not only scoring points, but giving the defense a rest.
Yeah. Agree.
Because you can't have your defense out there for 40 minutes week after week after week.
Well, and that's one thing that I said after the game was our defense is making it look like these are close games. I
Yeah.
mean, in reality, the games that we have won and the games that we have lost that have been close, aside from the Chargers and the Bengals game, um, our defense makes it look like it's a close game when our offense has really struggled. Uh,
Yeah.
3 3/4 of that game, our offense, was terrible. I mean, I think JJ McCarthy doubled his pass yards on that last drive for the game.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
for sure.
yeah.
So let me get your take on this. So my buddy was at the game with me today. When we scored that first one, my take was go for two because our
Ooh.
defense is gas. You're down by
Mm,
7.
yeah.
I said go for two because if you get it, you gotta just hold them to a field goal and you still have a chance to tie it.
Yeah.
Don't get it, you're just down 7. Not a big deal.
Hmm.
Um, and again, we were fortunate. That's, again, we go down and take the lead, but I think people are forgetting we were fortunate. They missed a 45-yard field goal.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, probably should make that. So, really,
Yeah.
that touchdown at the end, like, probably should have still been losing at that point. So,
Hmm.
eh, yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, maybe that's too bold of a play, but I was very much in favor of the goal for two. And if, again, it's all hindsight's 2020,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, for sure.
Get it
Well,
there, then you score your next touchdown, go for two again. Well, you're up three. That field goal only ties it. So,
I think Kevin O'Connell, had it not worked out, there would have been some very loud cries on his decision making on that
100%. I
one.
mean, I get
Um,
that. Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
And I
My
don't
biggest
even,
thing,
it's probably not the smart call anyway, because
my my
it
thing is
worked out for
always,
the team in the sense that they took the lead and had a chance to win.
yeah, my thing is always points are points.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm playing NFL Blitz with my sons on the Nintendo 64, I'm always like, go for one.
Take
Why
the
are you going
point.
for two?
Yeah.
So I'm always going to play the safe card on that. But I do want to
Nice.
shout out a little bit of positives from this game. Our offensive line gave up 0 sacks during that
Oh
game.
man, offensive line, absolutely like great effort by that group all game.
So I think there's, two really positive things, if you will, coming out. I thought Kevin O'Connell called the right game.
Yep,
And our playmakers either A, didn't make the play, or B, JJ wasn't making the throw. And then number two, I think our offensive line played a really strong game. I think we're seeing the coming of what we were hoping for in week one.
absolutely.
Then after we had all these injuries, but I think this is what we want with our offensive line. Now we just got to get our offense up and moving. We got to get JJ McCarthy. I don't know if it's more reps, more time, or if it's just he's got to get through this season with some struggles and coming into next season, which I hate doing that. He's going to
Yeah.
be ready to rock.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm certainly not giving up on the season
Not at
yet, but
all.
looking ahead, yeah, I mean, you might have to win them all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if 10 wins gets you into the playoffs with the losses that we've had so far. So I think you
Yeah.
might have to do 11 to get
I
there.
I think shout out this guy Dustin Baker. He's a good follow on Twitter, but he said the Vikings have to go 6-1 if they want to have a shot at even smelling the playoffs. So we gotta,
And I just don't even know if that would do it.
yeah,
Just based on tiebreakers, who we've lost to, et
yeah,
cetera.
yeah,
To me, it feels like I think you can guarantee yourself a playoff spot at 11 wins.
yeah.
And so I think they got to do it.
Hmm,
And obviously, week after week, regardless of what happens, we're going to keep coming back with the hopeful takes, man,
for
because
sure.
even in losses, you can find hopes. I like where you're, like you said, shouting out Kevin O'Connell with the play calls.
Yeah.
Offensive line looked great, and we ran the ball. Like I thought our run game was great today, as good as it's been. So,
Over 100 yards on the ground, 115 and a touchdown there. I felt like our run pass balance was the best it's been all year. And
yeah,
I mean, it showed. Our run game really
yep,
helped get us ahead of the sticks there. Second and short, third and short situations. And even at the end of the game there, we were continuing to lean on
yeah.
that run, which I thought maybe we scored a little quickly. I mean, I know you got to score. You got to score.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe if we had one more run, get it down to 45, 40 seconds there. We still had a couple timeouts. But I understand. I understand. You got to take a shot. You got to get ahead in the game. So,
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I get it too, but I was with you when I saw touchdown. I look at the clock. There's 50 seconds. I'm like, oh
yeah,
god.
3 timeouts. Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
I do want to point out this because, we talked about the rushing, but J.J. McCarthy had 0 rush yards.
I don't. Did he even attempt? Like I don't think
He did
he
not have a
attempted.
single attempt, even with pressure. And I just
Yeah.
feel like we got to use his legs. We got to utilize his legs out there. And I feel like a couple of those throws that he made, he could have picked up 4 or 5 yards with his legs, gone down, moved the sticks, on to the next play. I don't know. I just feel
I'm
like I don't know. I don't know where he's at right now, or I don't know where O'Connell's at with the run game with McCarthy. But
Yeah, it's a little bizarre, but then again, I'm okay for like JJ, and again, let's just call it his rookie year because that's what
yeah,
this is.
yeah,
So this guy in his rookie season, and his first instinct is to keep his eyes downfield and throw it. Like I'm okay with that. Like the
for sure.
running thing, I feel like you can develop that later.
Yeah,
And
it's true.
like whereas like again, you go back to Christian Ponder, all he did was run. So
Yeah,
I'm always going to defer to the guy that wants to keep his eyes down the field. But
that's
I hear
fair.
you. It's a little bizarre though to see zero attempts even where
Yeah, I just think
and there the
the
only
young,
issue though, nothing's coming to mind on like if he would have rolled out, he had the first if he would have ran.
yeah.
And so that's
No,
where like it might have not been there.
I don't see any moments that were like, groundbreaking where he threw it when he should have ran. I just saw a couple opportunities there where maybe he threw the ball when he could have picked up a handful of yards up the middle there, on a scramble. But
Sure.
it is what it is. Like you said, I think as a young quarterback, he's working on certain things, and maybe right now, eyes down the
Yeah,
field is where we want him at, and then we can develop that running stuff later. And I think for like Mahomes, I don't remember him having those scrambles that he has now. His second rookie season there when he took the reins as a starter,
yeah,
so maybe
for
that's to
sure.
come. But
Yeah,
I
well, we
do want
hope.
I do want to move on and really shout out our defense. I think
Yeah.
our defense played a great game. 4 field goals, only 1 touchdown, and like you said, that touchdown really, when you think about it, was only because they were gassed and having to come back on the field after just coming off and
Just
shutting down. Williams goes for 193 with 0 touchdowns. What were your thoughts on the defense for this game?
they put us in a position to win.
Yeah,
Again, they're only giving up field goals. That touchdown, yeah, okay, they gave up a touchdown, but offense puts them in a bad spot. So,
yeah.
I'm going to put that more on the offense than the defense.
Hmm.
So they like if you had told me even at the beginning of the day we give up 19 points, I'm like we win for sure.
Yes.
I didn't think there'd be a chance in hell that we'd lose if we gave up 19 points.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Well,
Bears' offense is good. Like
yeah.
Caleb Williams, I know he's young and inconsistent still, but obviously talented. Two solid wideouts. They got that tight end, that rookie tight end who's been a dude.
Yeah, man, that guy puts his head down and he gets through people.
Oh man, it's
That
crazy.
third and 15 or whatever, and he catches across the
Yeah,
middle. Hitman Harry and Metellus both had a shot at him. He just put his head down, and ran right through him.
right through him.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they're no slouches. So again, I think you got to give a lot of credit to the D. Again, there's only one that comes to mind, but I think it was Dallas Turner had a tip on one where the
Gosh,
ball flutters. I'm like, last year we would have picked that. Or actually, there's two of them. There's that one, and then that fumble
the
down on the
fumble
goal line.
that got
I was like,
kicked 15 yards back behind him there. I
yeah.
agree.
And it was like last year that we would have dove on that. We're just not getting those breaks this year.
Yeah, I think I saw 2 other tip balls there. There was one in the fourth quarter that just kind of popped up, and once again, give it another half a second in the air, and I think Metellus was underneath it, but once
Yep.
again, ball hits the ground and they get another shot at it, and so it's really kind of frustrating watching the defense work so hard and not get the turnovers like we
Oh
saw in
no.
last year's game. I mean,
Yeah.
especially like you said on that fumble. I mean, that fumble, that ball gets randomly kicked
Game
15
change.
yards down the field.
Yep.
A Dune, is it a Dunesday? What's how you say his name?
Odunze is
A
the name.
Dunesday.
Was
He
it
like runs from
Odunze?
the other side of the field and dives on it. You're like, how in the world does that not go our way?
Yeah. Yeah, just insane.
But I do want to shout out Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner really stepped in for Grenard there, and I thought he had a great game.
I thought he had a good game.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I thought he played really well. I think Vikings fans should be really giving the stamp of approval on Dallas Turner stepping in there and playing, and hopefully this kind of generates a little bit more of that rotation for him because he played a really good game out there.
He did look good. Again, I'm gonna nitpick here, but you got to bring Caleb Williams down.
Golly,
And I get he's tough, man.
yeah,
We had like a safety or a corner blitz on, or just like the guy flew in. I'm like, break down. I don't know. Just
yeah.
you can't fly in and just dive at this guy.
Well, he
And
had
then,
that one where he like he got bent over like to go down, and then
yeah,
he somehow pops up, rolls out, and throws the ball
I
away.
thought
You're
they were
like,
gonna blow the play dead on that one, to be
yeah,
honest.
I'll agree.
So yeah, I don't know. But he's tough to bring down. So I'm not
Yeah.
going to nitpick the D on that because overall their effort was amazing today. We wouldn't have been in the game if it wasn't for the defense. So
Oh,
they
absolutely.
did
Yeah,
their job.
absolutely. I mean, to continue to make stops, continue to hold them to field goals. It's just
Yep.
once again, we're just waiting for that offense to find
Yep.
their groove and turn on and not be down in the fourth quarter. But I just know our defense is just hurting
Yeah.
right now for those moments to say, "Hey, pick us up. Like we are doing it for you out here.
Give
Pick
us
us
something to
up."
be excited about.
Exactly, exactly. But let's jump in a little bit on the special teams as we talk about the defense. Miles Price, come on.
What a game, man. He
I
looked
mean,
great today. Came back
continues.
after those two fumbles from last week and he
Yeah,
looked great. Outside of those two fumbles, I don't know if he's had a bad play yet this year. Like,
no,
man, I love
no.
that guy.
I mean, what was it like at US Bank when he broke that kick return? Or that punt return? I thought he was gone.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you
I
see
mean,
a head at the
it's
stadium
just
or?
a steady crescendo of the noise as like every
Oh,
juke and broken tackle, people start getting excited. Yeah, I mean he's electrifying. He's gonna be
yeah,
fun to have around for a long time.
absolutely. Well, let's kind of circle to the end of the game
All right,
there.
one more shout out, special teams. We can't forget about Will the Thrill. Just
Oh, dude,
make,
always. I mean,
I mean,
Can we
All he
just
does is make every kick. I
can we
mean, give
just
me
put a standing shout out to Will the Thrill? I mean, the guy is just
give
he's the clutch kicker we need. Just give him a chance to win the game. That's all I'm asking.
him a chance at the end of the first half. Kick a 70-yarder, man. Like, doesn't matter. It's in his wheelhouse. So, yeah,
Yeah,
wait,
well,
I'll keep it up, man.
yeah. Let's talk real quick. I want to get your thoughts. We're kicking the ball off. We're up one. Should we
Oh,
just
good. I'm glad you brought this up.
should we just booted this? I mean, my dad. Shout out to my dad. He's a listener. He texts me. He's like, "Why not just kick it out of the end zone? Like, why are we giving
You
him a
get it
shot
to
there?"
35 now is the problem.
Yeah,
So, and they
and they
only
got
need,
three timeouts.
they have three timeouts, 50 seconds from the 35-yard line. Like, I think it's more important. I mean, one, it runs clock. So, like, it's nice to run an extra 5 seconds off.
Yeah,
Two, I mean, we've been covering the kicks fine. Like, they're getting the ball at the 25, 30-yard line all game. Like, I don't
yeah,
know. Like our kick coverage was not a problem today. So it just outside of that one. So I don't think the decision to kick it normal was wrong. If you're kicking it through the end zone, you're just giving them a free extra 5 yards minimum. And again, hindsight's 2020. I mean, now I wish they would have kicked it out of the end zone, but
yeah.
at the
Man, I
time I
was
thought
right.
it was,
I was right there with my dad on that one, though. Man, I felt like our defense was playing so well. But
Mhm.
I mean, I hear you. Our kick coverage, we hadn't given up a big return all game. Granted, we haven't really kicked the ball off a lot. So, but man, I feel like we were in the same position that we were in on week one, where the Bears are in the opposite position. They
Yeah,
put it in the end zone, and we bring it out. It just you just hate to put that. You just hate to allow the other team to put themselves in position to win the game like that. I would have rather have seen Caleb
yeah.
Williams, make a tough
Have to
throw,
earn
make a
it.
tough run, whatever it is. But
No,
um,
I get that. And I would my opinion on it is like the end result can't mean that it was the wrong move.
yeah,
Like the team just didn't execute.
yeah,
And
yep,
that's
very true.
that really won the game for the Bears.
Yeah,
But I think if he kicks it through the end zone and then they throw two passes and get in field goal range and kick
for
it, then it's
sure.
like, yeah, like what were we doing? So
Yeah, man, our defense had been playing so good. I hated that they didn't get a chance to shut Caleb Williams down one more time.
yes and no though, because remember, like they're playing great, but they did give up four field goal
That's
drives.
true.
So,
Good. Yeah,
and the Bears, like if this was a touchdown, then yes, I'm 100% on board. Like let's not risk it.
yeah.
But you needed 3 points, and so I think you need every yard, and you
Mm,
want to run every second off the clock you can. And
for sure.
so again, I get the argument. It's just I don't have a problem with the decision that
Yeah.
KOC made.
I mean, you can't predict a guy's going to, return the ball 56 yards to set him up
That's,
for a game-winning field goal. So,
yeah, for sure.
um, all right. Well, let's finish off. As always, we got to bring the Purple Dope hopes with this. Our Purple Dope hopes are always presented by 612Tees. Shout out 612Tees. Purple Dopes 25 gets you 25% off your first order with
Screaming deal.
612Tees. I want to make sure I get that right on there. They are
Absolutely.
on Twitter, X, or Instagram, and also 612tees.com. Bring some hopes for us, Darin. What do you got?
I mean, let's start with seeing some of the throws that JJ made. He dropped some dimes today. Some
Yeah.
were caught, some were dropped, but he was dropping dimes. And yeah, let's not focus on the misses anymore. We already talked about that. Let's get past that. I do like what I see when I see it. He leads this game winning drive that ended up, not being the winner. But I think you got to be excited about that. Miles Price, man, like we just talked about him, but holy smokes, this guy's electric.
Yeah,
And he's young. He's going to be around for a while. I mean, it's just a matter of time before he starts to bust
for
one.
sure.
And so I can't
Yeah.
wait to see him bust one.
Oh, yeah.
Then again, I'm going to go back to KOC. I thought he called a hell of a game.
Mm,
Eyes were open. He's doing what he needs to do to get these guys open. But he can't catch it for him. He can't
yeah.
throw it.
Fair enough.
So we just need to start executing on offense.
Yeah.
And one last thing, if like similar to last week, we didn't play well last week. Had a chance at the end of the game to go on and tie it.
Yeah.
We did not play well this week, and we were winning with under a minute to play.
Mm,
So even when we're not playing well, we're in games, we're winning or ahead in games. And
yeah.
so imagine if we start playing well.
Yeah.
And again, I know it's not like flipping on a light switch, but
I'm
Part
kind
of
of
me,
hoping it is.
part of me kind of hopes that it is.
Yeah.
And if
Well,
you rattle off, two in a row and it turns into four and it turns into seven and you sneak into the playoffs, I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to play the Vikings in the playoffs.
absolutely. Well, I'm going to flip on the other side there, and my hope just continues to rest on this defense. I think our
Yeah.
defense is playing great football that is giving us opportunities to win the game, and we just got to have the offense click that switch on. And I believe that we have the firepower on this offense to get hot. I believe that JJ McCarthy's going to figure it out. Like
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell, JJ McCarthy, they're going to figure it out. But I just continue to lean on the fact that our defense is in the 15 to 25 points per game for every team that they play, aside
Yep.
from the Chargers there. But I just think that our defense is playing well enough to keep us in games. And our offense is going to figure it out. That's my hope, is that our offense is going to figure it out, and JJ McCarthy is going to lead us on a 3, 4, 5 game winning streak, and we're going to be having a different conversation in December.
That's just it.
It's
You
going to
rattle
be the
off five
yeah,
in a row and
yeah,
and people are talking different about the team. So
yeah,
yeah, I think that there's now it's getting tighter, but there's still a lot of season left. A
for sure.
lot less margin for error, but
Yeah, yeah. Week 12 is a lot different than week 2.
yeah, for
Speaking
sure.
of week 12 here, we got the Packers headed to Lambeau. The Packers beat the Giants today, 20 or this weekend, 27-10, 6-3-1. What are your thoughts
27
going
20,
into
27-20, wasn't it?
27-20? What'd I say?
10.
21?
You
Oh,
said 27-10. Yeah.
oh,
Because
20,
yeah, we were
27-20.
watching that at the stadium. It was, there's a point in time where the Giants had taken the lead and
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Uh,
So
um,
what are your thoughts of Vikings going into Lambeau next week?
I love the Brian Flores versus Jordan Love matchup.
Mm,
People always gives him trouble.
yeah,
So I'm really looking forward to the matchup. I think the Packers are going to get their points, but I think that B Flow is going to dial up a few things that'll confuse them. Hopefully, we can get a turnover too. That would be great to start seeing that.
be huge.
And yeah, the Packers D is tough, so
Mm,
you can't afford to make the mistakes that you're making even this week against the Bears. So,
yeah.
uh, yeah, I still like our team. Again, if we can get hot and get rolling, but it's going to be a dogfight, man. I think if we're gonna go prediction, I'm gonna go. Oh man, I think it's gonna be 23-21 Vikings.
Oh man, you think Vikings are going to take it in Lambeau,
I
huh?
do think we're gonna take it in Lambeau because it's desperation time, man, and it's time to start pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got one really great thing on our side right now, and that is JJ McCarthy on the road is a different JJ McCarthy at home. So I don't,
But keep them on the road.
I don't know what happens, but that guy plays different football when he is on the road so far this season.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see him go into Lambeau. Outdoor game, obviously, his last outdoor game at Chicago went pretty dang well.
Yeah.
So I have high hopes there. And then I agree. I think Brian Flores, he knows Jordan Love's tendencies, and I think our defense is healthy enough right now that we can give him some fits. Andrew Van Ginkel, that guy is so fun to watch.
Oh man,
Um,
he's just electric.
to
It's
me,
crazy
I
how
just
different.
think our defense, one pick six would do it for me. I just think we need to get that defense some rewards for their hard work there, and maybe they're just the ones
100%.
who's going to score some
Yeah,
touchdowns for us. Um,
absolutely. Be
but
amazing.
I'm right there with you. I think the Vikings are in desperation. I think we need a win, and I am going 24-17 Vikings in Lambeau.
Let's go, baby.
So we'll see how far that goes. At this point, I think we're just going to be on Vikings every single. So if you're listening to the
Absolutely.
podcast, Vikings are going undefeated for the rest of the season when it comes to our predictions because they have to. So
Hot, then the play. Yeah, we're I love where we're at.
yes,
Desperation. This is where we want to be, right back against the wall.
absolutely. Well, hey, I want to finish off with just a little fun since it is Packers week, and I busted out the if you're on the YouTube right now, you can see my Brett Favre Vikings throwback. Vikings legend Brett Favre. If you're on the podcast, you have no idea why we just had that pause there, but had to
Yeah.
break out the Favre jersey to troll my Packers friends. But I have a list here of 4 different Vikings victories against the Packers. And what I want you to do is I want you to rank by Darin's rankings, not by, not by anything else. This is just your favorite wins that we've had against the Packers. You ready for the list here?
I'm ready.
All right, the first one is the Randy Moss Moon game in the 2004 playoffs, where the Vikings won 31-17 against the Packers. The second one is Favre's return to Lambeau, 4 TDs, 38-26 in 2009. Beautiful game there in this Vikings jersey that I'm rocking
Amazing.
right now.
Yep.
The next one is last year's game where the Vikings clinched a playoff spot, 27-25, biggest game in US Bank Stadium history, arguably. And then the last one, 2021, Greg Joseph hits the walk-off, 34-31. Jefferson goes for 8 catches, 169 yards, and 2 TDs. Rank those 1 to 4 from your favorite. Let's start with your lowest number 4 to your favorite number 1.
I'm gonna go with the 2021 game,
Yep,
just because I mean I think we were still technically competing for a playoff spot at the time, but just the way the season had gone, it didn't mean as much. Like it's Packer week. I'm not gonna sell any win against the Packers. You're gonna love
for
it,
sure.
but I'd say for that season, it didn't mean as much. So I'm gonna
Okay,
put that fourth. Third. I try not to have a recency bias here, but I'm going to put Favre's return to Lambeau.
okay,
And I'm only going to put that on there because we'd already played the Packers that season and beat them in the Metrodome.
true.
So again, it was his return to Lambeau, which I get there's a different kind of nostalgia
Mm,
around that. But we'd already shown we're the better team. I expected us to go in there and beat them.
yeah.
And we did beat them pretty handily. So I would put that one third.
And seeing Brett Favre beat the Packers in Lambeau in a Vikings jersey, I mean,
Yeah.
that's just so sweet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go number two. I'm gonna put last year's victory in US Bank Stadium.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it was a massive win. Put
Hmm.
us on a collision course with the Lions for the number one seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't work out in our favor, but just that atmosphere of that game was electric. I mean, you were there with me, like
Oh, it
it was,
was
and it was so fun.
it was a
And
memory that my dad and I will cherish forever. I mean,
yeah,
that fourth down pass to Cam Akers, or was it third down?
third down pass to
Third down
Akers.
pass to Cam Akers. He's falling down, snags it, seals the game. I
Just
mean, come on.
6 inches off the turf and he
Oh my
pulled.
gosh.
Oh, it's crazy, crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's amazing. And then yeah, I mean the Randy Moss Moon game, playoff victory.
for sure.
It gave us so many sound bites following the game that are still used today. So I'd say all in all, package everything related to that together, and it was just amazing. And again, we whooped them, man. Like it wasn't even close that day. So that was great.
It's funny. I was listening to the audio from that game on YouTube before we recorded today, and
Yeah.
just the sheer like disappointment in Randy Moss from the announcers. I think they oversold the act
So
itself.
Joe Buck, who, if I'm objectively talking about Joe Buck as an announcer, he's amazing. He is
Mm,
a great announcer. He is.
yeah.
But Vikings fans despise Joe Buck
Okay.
because of that call.
Yeah.
Because, and again, I remember being the moment like again, everyone knows the Packer fans would moon the buses coming in, so that was what he was doing. But clearly, Joe Buck didn't know that,
For sure.
and he's talking about like he you know murdered someone on the field. Kind of what it sounded like. It was
Like
so
he
bizarre.
pulled the Packers fan out and literally like put his rear end on them
Yeah,
I mean, it was just
just
like it
did
was the
not add
most.
up for me. I did
Oh,
read something actually recently how he's regretted, like he admits, like, yeah, probably took it too far.
mm,
Which in the moment, I don't know, everyone says stuff, but
yeah, fair
so
enough.
Joe Buck, I think, will be hated by many Vikings fans forever,
Forever and all
purely
eternity.
to that call. I've moved past it personally, and I think Joe Buck is a pretty good announcer,
Yeah, I
but in the
agree.
moment, I had some hatred for Joe Buck for a while too.
I just couldn't understand why he was so upset. It's like, dude, these are guys played a
Well,
physically
do you remember the
athletic.
stuff like T.O. and Ocho Cinco
Oh
used to
my
do? And
goodness.
it's like that was nothing compared to some of those
Oh
celebrations.
my goodness. So yeah, he didn't even twerk when he did it. It was like a just anyways,
Yeah, but you know what? Again, the sound bites that came out after
for sure.
that, I mean, they're priceless, man. So
Absolutely.
worked out.
Absolutely. Speaking of priceless, Miles Price, we are hoping for a big game out of you at Lambeau this coming week. Purple Dope friends, if you are following along, please make sure subscribe to our YouTube channel. Drop a comment where you are listening from. And then, of course, make sure you follow along on all of our podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio. Please make sure you follow along on the show and then give us a rating and review. Darin, we're on to Lambeau. We're going to run the table. I'm not going to quote that. I'm going to quote the former Packers quarterback, but we're going to do it for our new guy, number 9, J.J. McCarthy. We're going to run the table, 7-0 to finish the year and to lead us into the playoffs. I'm excited.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun, man. And back to as well. Can't wait to see what the team does.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Skull family, as always, we skull, you skull, we all skull together. We're going to be skulling loud against the Packers because we get a little bit louder with our skull in the Packers week.
Let's go. Skull.